services in Bulgaria. She's not only a professional with 8 years experience in insurance, but also a real leader, serving as head of online insurance and CRM at Generali nowadays. Please welcome on stage Sofia Hristova.
I'm not Sofia, but I have the pleasure to welcome her on stage. Very nice to meet you.
Hello.
Please have a seat. I was wondering where is my microphone here, and since I would like to be seated, if you may bring me one help, it would be my pleasure. Thank you. Please, Sofia. While I'm waiting, pleasure having you here on board on that very stage, and after all these presentations, I would be very interested to, thank you. I would be very interested to get into the details of industry that actually nobody touched base with yet, even though it's one of the most explosive, growing in digital space all around the world. We were talking about banks, we were talking about finance, virtual currencies, but part of this big picture is insurance. And you as a representative of, as the voice said, one of the largest, and I think also one of the most innovative around the world, would be interested to share. So I know you got ready some presentation in the very beginning, and then we can continue with the Q&A, or I just want to make a few at home. So.
Okay, thanks, Plamen. What I wanted to share is that, and this is also shared here on the stage during whole day.
Just if I may help you a little bit. All right, it should be okay.
Thank you. So, customers' transformation, transformation of customers' behavior, and is what we are seeing today, and also in the last years. And also, customers' expectations started to change business models. Also, this is also valid in financial industry, where more than 40% of the people start to trust. We are talking more today about trust. So they started to trust to internet price comparison for different services and goods, financial services and goods. In insurance sector, we can see that big insurance groups like Generali, Accent, Allianz are investing a lot in digital platforms and decisions which to improve their sales and services. What, for example, Allianz is doing, they are investing a lot in innovations. We have AXA who introduced in 2013 their lab for digital and to creating digital and innovation culture within the group. What we are doing in Generali, in the group, we are focusing a lot in a multi-channel approach where customers are free to decide how to interact with the company, how to reach the company. And actually now we have in Generali Group many projects which are they're spread across 16 countries, and they're about digital platforms and mobile applications. And they're not only for the customers, to the direct customers, they are also about our distributors like agents and other intermediaries. And this is what is not in the presentation. In presentation we focused more in...
Actually, probably, yeah, I didn't think that, yeah, your presentation is there, so we can just move over there to make it easy. Do you see it from here?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect, yeah.
So, in Generali Bulgaria, we have working on a projects leading the group practices, and because we know that customers, they're active, they're social, they address their needs, they address their requests directly to the companies, even in insurance sector. So we have building of trust and solutions from which they can contact us. And we saw that this customers' behavior it's not valid only for the West European countries. It's not valid only for the people from big cities or capitals. In Bulgaria, this customers' behavior is valid for the whole regions, for the all customers. And what we say about web clients and mobile clients is that they expected customers in insurance sector to provide them all kind of services, and for example fully automated claims registration via mobile
I was going to
phones.
ask you about this. I know that you've invested in this app that people can from the place where the accident happened, they can actually real time. What is the name of the process in the claims to create a claim? Yeah. So how successful was this?
Fully automated claims registration.
How successful was this with you? I mean, does the customer really use it? Do the customer?
This is service which is not organized only for digital customers. It's for the whole company customers, and we have 15% out of all casco claims registered in the company.
50
5
from a mobile app.
No, it's 15.
15, all right.
15%. But these are thousands of claims.
Obviously, yeah. 50 was like
not yet, but we
15.
have it from 1 year.
Right.
So and it's growing all the time. Every month we can see the stable growth of usage, and 17% of all property claims registered through the customers directly, and this is for the whole portfolio.
Right. These numbers are only for Bulgaria, right?
These are from Bulgaria.
Right. So, if you have to look at the market, and I know that you're the digital champion, you're pushing that channel quite a lot in Generali. How do you see the next couple of years of digital transformation within the company? You're also responsible for the CRM, you're responsible for everything connected to the digital transformation itself. Where do you see, if you're allowed to share, of course, because I know that there is a lot of things that you cannot share by corporate policy, but where do you see the next 3 years in channel expansion, in development of different products for the insurance?
I expect that services and sales and all kinds of products, digital products, will be expand. This is in the strategy, not only for our company. I believe in all companies which want to be modern insurance companies, because
Sure.
if customer expect, we have to be there, and we have to start thinking, even we delay, because the market, digital market, it's really growing, and it's really growing fast, and we cannot wait. For example, a few months ago, we implement mobile payment and web payment of installments, and people went to this immediately, even without any advertisement. They just expect it, and they just started to use it.
Funny, I was going to ask you, okay, you're building up on the digital, but the room is full of media, advertising agencies, publishers. How much
We just tried. We tried. We wanted to see.
Yeah. So let's say you're obviously increasing the digital portfolio. How does it affect your digital ad spend as advertiser? Do you plan on increase? Do you plan on keeping the levels? Do you decrease? Because you just said that people started using. Obviously, if you create value and people start taking advantage of it, but do you have any? What are the plans on? Do you plan on increasement, or you still early to say?
Plan to increase.
You plan to increase. So year by year, because the Central Eastern European countries share almost the same challenges when it comes to digital ad spend, and it's not growing as fast as everybody's expecting. But obviously, you in Generali are doing a lot of investments. So can you say some percentage of investments year to year, or it's not the right time?
It's not the
It's
right,
not the right
time.
time. I know
But
I'm
what
asking
I
too
can
many
say
questions,
that
but I also
investment
make
is
this
return.
arrangement that
Investment is returned because we have stable growth every year
right.
in the previous times.
Okay, so we have just a little bit time left, and since I'm here on the stage, if you still have something from your presentation, or you're done?
Oh, I just wanted to say that in the conclusion, if we want to be competitive and successful, and what you said and what everybody said today, we have to think now for the customers of the future.
Right. Well, from the people from the industry, do you have a question? I know this is a tricky question. Okay, Sofia, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks for being with us. Oh, it was an informative talk. Oh, you have so many gadgets. Thank you. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.